Bienvenidos a Joan Mon Games. Hoy os traigo a Vampyre Story. Os dejaré en la descripción un enlace por si os lo queréis descargar gratis. Y empezamos.
Bravo!
Well, Froderick, did you enjoy my singing?
I'm sure it was very nice, but seeing as how I'm a bat and all, I wouldn't trust my opinion on opera. But if you knew the Draxylvania polka, then I'm your bat.
I just cannot tell if it was good or not. If only I were back at the Pelly Academy. Oh, I just wish I were back in Pelly altogether.
Yuck! Hey, don't worry, babe. I'll get you out of here. All we gotta do is stick to the P-L-A-N. Capiche?
Thank you, Froderick. Oh, you're so good to me.
You've been pretty good to me, too. Besides, hanging out with you, I get a chance to torment Mr. Short, Pale, and Stupid.
I heard that.
Oh! Speak of the devil. Aren't you running a little late tonight, errand boy?
I'm starving, Shrowdy. I need my wine.
Yes, Mona, my love. I shall go off right away and begin hunting for looking for a wine shop in town. I know just the place. They have an excellent selection of the finest wines. O positive, O negative, my favorite.
Yeah, I'm sure 10 minutes from now will be an excellent vintage.
Are you still here?
Who, me? No.
All right, he's gone. Quick!
Hey, you know he's getting blood, right? You drink blood.
Shh! Now is not the time to start that old argument. It's not blood, it's just... well,
A real thick and, salty tasting Merlot with a little, iron aftertaste? Is that what that is?
something like that, yeah.
You know, the Nile is not just a river in colonized British-Egyptian Sudan.
Out with it, damn you.
Did you see which one?
Yeah, the third one on the left, I think. Or was it the first one? You know, I really didn't get a good look, but definitely on the left. The last three.
Oh, man! At this rate, I am never going to get off this island.
Patience, child. The stars have aligned and things are about to get interesting.
What was that?
What was what?
Quickly, up to my balcony.
Why? What's going on?
Surprise! Goku, help, quickly!
No, Mona, my love. I shall never set you free. Don't you know you are mine? Forever!
I hear you. Jeez. I got pretty big ears if you hadn't noticed. And you're not totally free. You still have to find the key to the boathouse. Till then, you're stuck here.
Oh, right. Good point.
That was very unusual. He said Mona? Who is this Mona, I wonder? Our work here is most decidedly not done.
It's stuck! There's no way I can open this thing unless we find that key. This gargoyle looks too dumb to talk.
Yeah, he probably has rocks in his head.
I can't push that. But even if I could, I'm not sure what that would accomplish.
It would give the lake monster something to chew on.
It's a stone gargoyle. This one looks uncomfortable.
Like he's between a rock and a hard place? You know, I'm tempted to hover over one of these statues and give you my best imitation of a pigeon.
Oh, how vulgar.
Don't worry. Lucky for you and Mr. Stoney there, I already had my evening constitutional.
Sitting on top of a gargoyle would make my calc hair way too cold, so I'm going to pass. I don't think I want to talk to him.
Yeah, he's giving you the cold shoulder. Both of them.
I can't move it. It looks too solid and steady.
Like a rock? It's a bear rug.
Is it just me, or are its eyes following us? I better not. I might not be able to bear the weight. I'm sorry, but I don't speak bear. Burnt vampire flesh smells really bad. I better not. It's so rusty. It will definitely shatter if I hit anything with it, but it may have other uses. I'll remember it's here. I better take this. I might need it at some point. I'd better grab this. I might need that, but I can't carry it around with me. I'll keep it in mind. I'm going to take this. These two items won't combine together. If I try to pick them up, they just fall apart. It's better to admire them from afar. This animal noise toy just might come in handy. I don't see anything I really want to carry around with me. Look at that! Beneath the snow are some flower bulbs. Even with the snow gone, I doubt they'll grow. That dirt looks like it hasn't been refreshed in years. I've already done that. It's a frozen planter box with a few flower bulbs still in it. Smell like a French, house of women of no more fiber. It's a hand-drawn picture. I think it's supposed to be Shrowdy's mother.
Picasso, he ain't. That's for sure.
I'm not tired right now. Besides, I rather enjoy staying up late. Although sometimes it makes me so tired, I end up sleeping the entire day away.
Gee, I wonder why. Could it have anything to do with being a vampire?
Vampire schmampire. It's just a simple curse, nothing more. These two items won't combine together. An animal noise toy doesn't go with that. 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 Frederick?
No, I am not going to take a bath in the lake to clean off, and I don't smell.
That poker is a little too hot to pick up.
Well then, what about the brazier filled with white-hot coals?
Gee, I don't know, Frederick. Why don't you try and pick it up and let me know how it goes? I bet a big, heavy hitting thing might be useful somewhere, but I'm not going to carry it around. I'll keep it in mind, though. Absolutely not. That would kill me.
Technically, I think the spikes would have to be made of wood to kill you. So I think you're good. That is, if you really want to sit on a chair designed to cause unimaginable pain.
If I want to open it, I should probably try pulling on the handle. It's stuck. The hinges appear to be rusted shut. I won't be able to open this up until the hinges are working. loosened one of them up, but I had to use all the lotion in the bottle. Now it's empty. It's stuck. The hinges appear to be rusted shut. I won't be able to open this up until the hinges are working. That won't work. Hello in there!
Who are you waving to, Mona?
A whole bunch of lawyers. I can't empty that while we are inside the castle. The smell would be too much. I bet I could provoke the gargoyle that has the key by smashing them all with that mace.
Hey, that's not half bad. And it will be extremely fun. Let's do it. Yeech. Looks like our favorite lake monster has a serious case of acid reflux disease.
Whatever that is, it sounds painful.
Inky needs to stop eating so much Italian.
Oh, like lasagna or pizza?
No, Italians. Like the boat full of Venetian tourists that he sank yesterday.
Please, I feel as though we've started off on the wrong foot. Or in your case, perhaps the wrong claw. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mona de Laffite.
Charmed, I'm sure. I don't usually associate with common folk such as yourself. As you appear to be a lady, I would consider kissing your hand, but based on the smell of you, I must conclude that you are clearly a member of the unwashed masses.
Oh! Why are you so angry?
Do you really want to hear my story?
If you tell me yours, I'll tell you mine.
Oh, very well. Many years ago, the Baroness von Kiefer created me in her workshop. Apparently, the Baron's death left the castle a bit on the lonely side. After my creation, I was allowed to reside in the library. The Baroness and I would spend hours talking, and in my free time I was given full access to the von Kiefer library. During the day I would spend hours upon hours educating myself and feasting upon literary delicacies such as Shakespeare, Chaucer, and Milton. A most enjoyable experience, I assure you.
You certainly are an unpleasant creature.
You would be unpleasant too if you endured what I have.
Like what? Tell me your story.
Oh, very well. Many years ago, the Baroness von Kiefer created me in her workshop. Apparently, the Baron's death left the castle a bit on the lonely side. After my creation, I was allowed to reside in the library. The Baroness and I would spend hours talking, and in my free time I was given full access to the von Kiefer library. During the day I would spend hours upon hours educating myself and feasting upon literary delicacies such as Shakespeare, Chaucer, and Milton. A most enjoyable experience, I assure you.
May I please have the key to the rest of the castle?
Not going to happen, I'm afraid. I take my job very seriously, unlike you.
I don't have a job. What job are you talking about?
Looking pretty, smelling nice, not speaking till spoken to. I wouldn't expect a raise if I were you.
Hey, anyone ever teach you it isn't polite to speak ill of the dead, you rotten son of...
Ixnay on the Ottenley. We still need to get the key, remember? Is there anything we could do to help persuade you to give us the door key? I'm curious. How did you end up on this bridge?
The Baroness decided she wanted to have a child.
A child? Who was the father? You?
No. I assure you no child of mine would turn out like Shrowdy. And if it did, I would have thrown him into the lake.
That would seriously impact your chances of getting one of those world's greatest dad coffee mugs.
No, truth be told, I don't know who Shrowdy's father is. All I know is that the Baroness disappeared into her workshop. There were some strange sounds, then the crying of a child. I can't imagine what went on down there. Your guess is as good as mine on the origin of that hellion.
Stop right there. I don't want to know.
Oh, don't be absurd.
Good. I didn't want that image in my head. The Baroness of this castle?
Yes. Before Shrowdy ruled here, the Baroness Lilith von Kiefer was in charge.
So then you and she...
Oh, don't be absurd.
You don't seem to like Shrowdy.
Oh, God, no. Not at all. After he was born, my days of living quietly in the library were over. He thought I was his play toy and pestered me constantly. Finally, one day after he attempted to dress me up in one of the Baroness's nightgowns, I yelled at him and told him to never touch me again. He ran off crying to the Baroness, and that's all it took. I've been on this bridge ever since.
If you hated Shrowdy so much, why didn't you leave after the Baroness disappeared?
You of all people should know. Like you, I'm magically bound to this castle. I can't just simply fly away. As punishment for yelling at her son, I'm doomed to be stuck out in the cold, forever holding this key in my mouth.
If you hate Shrowdy so much, why not just give us the key?
Let me take your suggestion under advisement. I think not.
You are such a jerk.
Well then, I guess that's why I'm not going to give you the key. because I'm just a jerk. Now run along, you two, back to your tower. Get comfortable, because without this key, there's no way you're getting through that door. Oh, did I mention the door and the key were enchanted? So, as you can see, there's no way you're getting through that door, and no way I'm giving you this key.
Name your price for the key. Any price.
I might have something. Get rid of the Raven Edgar for me, and then we can talk about giving you the key.
No way. Edgar's cool. Why don't you like him?
He is a bird. He sits above me. I am a statue. You figure it out. Let's just say he has bad aim.
Or good aim, from my point of view.
It's disgusting. Just like you. Get rid of him and I may think about giving you the key. Till then, leave me alone so I may think my thoughts.
Oh, so that's what you snooty types call picking your nose and scratching your backside. I always wondered.
Enough! Rufus, where is this Edgar Raven you speak of?
Haven't you been listening? He sits above me at a raven roost at the top of the tower. Now please return to the great unwashed masses from whence you came.
Do you actually like sitting on this bridge and being Shrowdy's servant?
No, because he's always taking me for granite. Oh my, yes. Oh my, yes.
That joke is old enough to collect a pension.
What is your name? Kid Kooky, master of all comedy? I'll have you know that I have read 32 books on comedy, and have been told I can be fresh, funny, and cutting edge.
I see. So you just choose not to be.
Exactly. And to answer your query, seriously this time?
Yes, stay serious, please.
It's not a matter of liking what I do. It is a matter of duty. We enchanted gargoyles take pride in doing our duties and doing them well.
Unlike your joke-telling.
You are extremely lucky I am bound to this bridge, or you would be severely punished.
Your jokes are punishment enough.
I think it is night time we go.
Funny, I had that exact thought.
Let's go see what's up.
Edgar's up. And he's sober.
Sober? Are you sure? Not from where I'm standing. Well, that didn't work. I'm stronger than I was, but I still can't push this over. Push that statue over, will you, Frederick? Please?
What? Do I have a red S symbol on my chest or something? By the way, the red S symbol is a registered copyright of DC Comics Incorporated, all rights reserved. DC Comics is a subsidiary of Warner Brothers Entertainment Company.
Excuse me, Mr. Raven? Might I have a quick word with you?
Yeah, sure.
My name is Mona. What's yours?
The name's Edgar. Hey, I've seen you before. You're that gal the short guy keeps locked up in the tower, aren't you?
Yes, my full name is Mona de Laffite. Pleased to make your acquaintance. And yes, I am sad to say that for the past year, Shrowdy has kept me locked up in this castle. But now I finally have a chance at freedom. Earlier tonight, Shrowdy was killed. We heard his screams from across the lake.
Dead, huh? Well, it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. So now the castle is yours. Don't worry about me staying here. I'm building a permanent nest in Gosford Falls near where my girl lives. But until I make a good nest, collect my fortune, she won't marry me. So this is my bachelor pad till then.
I can't get through the door that's right below you. Rufus, one of the gargoyles, has the key, but he won't give it to us.
Well, I'd like to help you, but I don't know too much about those gargoyles. All I know is that every time I do my business, I hear one of them yelling up at me from below.
Oh!
Well, I'm a bird. I do bird stuff. But they haven't had much to complain about lately. I'm a bit backed up, if you know what I mean.
Maybe.
Yeah, the carrion pickings are always pretty slim in the winter. But come spring, it'll be a veritable feast of dried out carrion. That'll get the old pipes flowing.
Good to know, I guess. How do you like living in Castle Varg?
It's all right. I can do what I want, hang out with my buds, party, drink. No one bothers me. But I feel out of touch sometimes way out here. When I was in the city, I was in the know. I could follow my favorite sports team, hear the latest gossip. Sometimes it's just too isolated around here. You know what I mean?
I do. You just need to feel more connected to the world, more informed. I do too. As soon as I'm back in Paris, things will be back to normal.
Great. Well, good luck with that.
Do you know of another way into this part of the castle?
Nah. This place is sealed up tighter than... Well, it's sealed up tight. Just before you got here, that short fellow went around installing bars and locks and boarded up almost every window and door to this part of the castle. I guess Shrowdy didn't want someone, probably you, to get in for some reason.
Do you know of another way into this part of the castle?
Nah. This place is sealed up tighter than... Well, it's sealed up tight. Just before you got here, that short fellow went around installing bars and locks and boarded up almost every window and door to this part of the castle. I guess Shrowdy didn't want someone, probably you, to get in for some reason.
I can't get through the door that's right below you. Rufus, one of the gargoyles, has the key, but he won't give it to us.
Well, I'd like to help you, but I don't know too much about those gargoyles. All I know is that every time I do my business, I hear one of them yelling up at me from below.
Oh!
Well, I'm a bird. I do bird stuff. But they haven't had much to complain about lately. I'm a bit backed up, if you know what I mean.
Maybe.
Yeah, the carrion pickings are always pretty slim in the winter. But come spring, it'll be a veritable feast of dried out carrion. That'll get the old pipes flowing.
Good to know, I guess. That is all I need to know. Well, that didn't work. I'm strong as... Edgar, can I have one of those clothespins?
Whoa, no can do, lady. I'd love to loan you one, but I am way behind in my laundry.
My clothes are smelling so bad they're even offending me, and that's saying something.
It is. It really is.
So I'm going to have to use my line, washer, and clothespins until I'm done.
I would take the clothespin if Edgar wasn't right there doing his laundry. Frederick, persuade Edgar to give us the clothespin with that silver tongue of yours.
One silver-tongued devil coming up. Yo, Edgar, my main raven, what say you loan us that pin over there? Just need it for something.
Nah, I need it to wash my clothes. They've been sitting in my roost so long I thought they were gonna sprout mushrooms. I need to clean.
Come on, just for a few minutes, no big deal. Relax.
Stop busting my tail feathers.
What's your problem? You got plenty. Just let me have one for a few minutes. What's the big deal? Few minutes.
You got wax in those big ears of yours? I'm doing my friggin' laundry. Now beat it before I beat you. Stop busting my feathers already.
All right, forget about it. Was my tongue silver enough for you?
Sterling. It's Rufus the gargoyle, sitting under his turret. I can see it fine right here. I think it is night time we go.
Funny, I had that exact thought.
Absolutely not. That would kill me.
Technically, I think the spikes would have to be made of wood to kill you. So I think you're good. That is, if you really want to sit on a chair designed to cause unimaginable pain.
I don't want to touch that thing. It's got lots of residue on it.
You're right, Mona. It looks like there are bits of flesh and bone, and maybe a few coffee beans.
Coffee beans?
Yeah, Shrowdy sometimes liked to start his day with a hot cup of joe and the evening paper boy.
Don't you mean the evening paper?
No, I mean the paper boy. Shrowdy always enjoyed feasting on Draxylvanian paper boys. I assume he threw their corpses into the pit, then climbed into his coffin where he'd relax and read their papers.
It's some sort of torture device. It looks like my Aunt Votre Mère. I definitely don't want to see what is in there.
Oh, man! I do. Come on, Mona, please.
No, Frederick. It will be filled with some gruesome, gory scenes that will haunt my nightmares for the rest of my life.
Exactly.
Forget it! Hello there.
Well, hello there, dearie. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
You can talk!
Oh, don't be frightened, my dears. I won't harm you.
Who are you?
My name is Barbara, although my friends call me Barb. Get it, Barb?
Yeah, I think we get it. Bob, as in a sharp metal device that slowly and painfully rends flesh as it gets pushed into some poor bastard's body? That's downright hilarious. Well, maybe that guy doesn't find it so funny.
Oh, just ignore him. That.
Aside from torturing people, what do you do down here?
Well, I'm actually the torture chamber stenographer. It's my job to record what's being said down here when Shrowdy or the Baroness are, in a serious discussion with her, guests.
What kind of stuff have you heard? Could you tell us?
Oh, sure. I don't think that would harm anything. I like to think of myself as an open book. And speaking of books, that's what the Baroness would usually be asking about. Shrowdy, on the other hand, he usually didn't ask anything at all.
Why? Was Shrowdy too shy?
No, too sadistic. The one fellow over there without his head, Shrowdy really went after. That's right around the time when the Baroness disappeared. Curious thing about that guest.
What?
He didn't bleed at all. Shrowdy took one whack at his head and it fell on the floor and shattered like a Ming vase. Very, very odd. Even for around here.
Book? What book?
Oh, yes. The Book of Shrouds was always the topic of discussion for the Baroness. It was mostly various priests, scholars, magicians, historians, and, holy men that the Baroness would bring down here. She was definitely trying to extract knowledge from them about that book.
When was the last time you saw the Baroness?
She was torturing that headless man over there several years ago. After she got the information she wanted, she left the castle in a hurry and never returned.
Do you have this session memorized right before the Baroness left?
Yes, let me see. I believe I have it here. It's been a few years. Here I go. Man from Cabal. Ouch, ouch, ouch. It hurts so much. Ah, I can't take it. Ah.
Do you think you could skip ahead a little bit to where he was actually talking?
Yes, of course. Man from Cabal. Yes, I have the tome you're looking for. It will give you all the secrets to unlocking the book. Baroness, tell me where it is or I'm going to shove this hot poker.
Oh my! Could we please, skip ahead a little bit more?
Oh, certainly. Man from Cabal. The tome is in my camp, buried at the base of a large oak tree near the Vargo Pass crossroads. Baroness, you'd better not be lying to me or when I return you will feel pain as you have never felt it before. After that, the Baroness disappeared. A few days later, Shrowdy came downstairs screaming about a trap. He took an axe and tried to chop the poor fellow's head off. But when the head rolled off, there was no blood. It wasn't a man at all. It was some kind of talking clay statue or some such.
I think it's called a clay golem.
How do you know about that?
Used to play a lot of Dungeons and Dogs. The clay golems dropped a lot of loot and were pretty aggro.
I should have known. Bob, please go on.
Apparently, somebody was laying a trap for the Baroness. And it must have worked, for she never returned.
What did Shrowdy do after that?
I believe he searched frantically for months, but he didn't find a single trace of her at Vargo Pass or anywhere else in Draxylvania. Poor little monster. He lost his mommy so young. He was devoted to her, you know. He got lonely and left on holiday soon after that. He came back occasionally with a new female companion, but he seemed to grow tired of each one after a time. Then off he would go again.
Hey, Mona, that may explain why you're here.
Yes, from what I've seen, he likes you best of them so far. Maybe it's because you look so much like her.
Like whom?
Oh, his mother, the Baroness, of course.
What was this cabal you mentioned?
I don't know, but I do recall they all seemed to wear a belt that had a gold circle with a star in the middle and an eye in the middle of the star. The Baroness seemed to really, give them special attention.
Who was the guess you speak of?
The Baroness would search all over the world for priests and scholars, or even wizards and witches, and invite them to stay at the castle, all expenses paid.
Let me guess. She slipped them a Mickey, and instead of the spa, they ended up down here.
Right. Then she would ask me to take down everything I heard for future reference. When she was done, some went into the pit, and a few she took somewhere else. Maybe another dungeon somewhere. I don't know. As you can imagine, I don't get around much.
What does being an Iron Maiden pay?
Pay? Oh no, I have to do this. I'm not sure why. Torturing people does seem horrible and just downright unfriendly and all, but we all have to follow the paths our creators have laid down for us. My path in this life is to slowly squeeze the life out of people and record their thoughts on the matter. Simple, true, but still rewarding. Settle down, or Mama isn't going to be happy.
How come we have never had the pleasure of talking before?
Well, the Baroness and later Shrowdy always told me never to talk to strangers or any guests. But now that they're both gone, I just feel free to talk to you for some reason.
How are you able to talk?
Oh, for the longest time, I was scrap metal from a wrecked ship, the SS Woebegone, out of Lake Superior. Then I was sold to Acme Toys, Tools, and Torture Devices in Port Varda. There I was forged and cast and shipped here. Then, one Christmas Eve, the Baroness made a wish upon a bright star that I would come to life. And what do you know? A magical fairy came down and granted her wish, and that is how I came to life.
Are you sure that's the way it happened?
Pretty sure.
I better be going. It's been very nice talking with you.
You too. Shh, hush. Bye-bye.
What is that thing?
Let me see. It looks like there's a small plaque down on the corner of the chair. Let me read it. It says, Acme Groin Crusher.
Aren't you going to follow that up with some kind of witty comment?
Mona, there are some things you simply do not joke about. Excuse me, by any chance, do you know how to ride a horse and throw a pumpkin?
It won't budge. The coffin has some kind of combination lock on the side of it. It's Shrowdy's coffin. I can't believe we sleep in the same room.
Separate coffins, at least. Sometimes you need to look on the bright side of things.
I don't need to be dragging my bed.
Coffin.
I'm going to ignore that. Anyway, I don't need my bed right now, but it's good to know that it's here in case I need it later. Hello?
Hey, hello there yourself, Dollface. How you doing today?
Hi there. do you mind if I ask you some questions?
For a tall glass of water like you, I would be glad to. Shoot, hot stuff.
Who are you?
My name is Frank, although my friends call me Frankie. I'm here with my associates, Sammy, Joey, and Dean. We've been living in this castle for quite some time. You might say we manage the neighborhood.
How you doing, Frankie?
Hey, look, yous guys, it's the Froadmeister. I told you about him. This crazy guy could do things with his calculator that would make your head spin. You still do that trick, eh, Frody?
Oh, no, Frankie. I've sort of stopped doing stuff like that. I'm laying off the vino now, staying clean, if you know what I mean.
Forget about it. Oh, hey, sorry to hear about the thing with Rocco. You know, he's still looking for you. He and the Belfry boys are still pretty steamed up. You better make it right, and soon. Capiche?
And what about you? Looks like you got yourself a full-on rat pack.
Don't be a wise guy. You're trying to be some kind of comedian or something?
Nah, I really think of myself as more of a short, one-eyed song and dance man.
Please forgive him.
Forget about it.
Do you and your associates know the layout of the castle?
Oh, yeah. My associates and I use the old plumbing running through the castle to get from room to room. We pretty much have the run of the place, with the exception of the kitchen.
Why can't you go into the kitchen?
Well, the Baroness's cat hangs out in there. She's taken down a lot of my soldiers. Just the other day, she whacked my cousin Jimmy the Rat Carboni.
Not the most inventive nickname I've ever heard.
What are you gonna do? It's a popular name. Everybody wants it. So what am I gonna do?
How come I never met you before?
Well, your master Baron Shrowdy wasn't too fond of us. So we laid low until we heard from Edgar the Raven that Shrowdy got whacked. Did you order that hit?
What? Me? No! I didn't even know you could order a hit. Or I might have been tempted to order one sooner.
Yeah, I've heard you singing too. It's nice, but a bit overwhelming and loud. You need to learn to control it better so you don't blow away your audience.
Gee, thanks. Opera tips from a rat.
An Italian rat? If we Italians know anything, it's opera. You're good. You just need some coaching.
Do you know the combination to Shrowdy's coffin?
You know, we never did try to steal his combo. He never had anything we wanted to borrow. But I bet Ozzy over at the water pool or Big Bad Barb over here saw something. Why not ask them?
Okay, I will. Thanks.
Hey, anything for you, dollface. You got any more questions for Papa Frankie over here?
Bob over there mentioned something about a magic book the Baroness was interested in. Are you familiar with that?
How could we not be? It's all the Baroness ever screamed about while she was torturing the poor bastard she brought down here.
You mind telling me about it?
Well, that depends. That's where my memory enters what you call a gray area.
How gray?
Navy blue. But it might get a little more beige if you do us a solid.
What is it you want us to do so that you'll tell us about the book?
We need you to hit somebody for us, and it needs to be a real message job. Pyewacket, the Baroness's cat, lives near the kitchen. You take her out, and maybe we can do some business.
You want me to kill a defenseless little kitty?
Defenseless, She's 20 pounds of pure feline killing machine. She's too much for any of my capos to handle. We even brought in a specialist from Sicily. After Pyewacket was finished with him, all that was left was a single foot.
I guess this Pyewacket likes Italian.
You take care of this little problem for us and bring a collar as proof the deed was done. We'll tell you what you need to know to get to the Book of Shrouds. I will tell you this much. To find the Book of Shrouds, you're going to have to gain access to the Baroness's secret laboratory, which is only accessible through the library. Now that's all I'm going to tell you until you bring me the cat's collar.
All right, fine. Kill a defenseless little kitten and bring back the collar as proof.
Yeah, that's it. You have any more questions for me, sweet cheeks?
Au revoir.
Mr. Fountain. How are you doing today?
I think he said, "I'd love to chat with you, but it's hard to speak with a high-pressure jet of water emanating from my mouth."
I can imagine. I wonder if there's a way to turn it off somehow.
There aren't any valves to shut off the water that I can see. Maybe they're somewhere else.
This might come in handy, but I'm not carrying it around. I'll keep it in mind. Yes, if I need to light the torch, that would do it.
All we need now is a few hundred close friends with pitchforks and sticks, and we'll be ready to storm the castle of the local mad scientist.
Ugh, that is such an unimaginative cliché. I don't want to burn that with a lit torch. I don't want to burn that with a lit torch. I don't want to burn that with a lit torch. I don't want to burn that with a lit torch. To burn that with a lit torch. Maybe one of us should go down and say hello. I vote for you.
So, let me get this straight. You want me to leap off this bridge and fly straight into the jaws of a waiting monster? Why don't you take a flying leap instead?
With a lit torch. I don't want to burn that with a lit torch.
Bueno, pues hasta aquí. Gracias por ver el vídeo.